Hey guys, here with the RZR again, and this time we're adding some safety. As you guys probably know, these plastic tubs that are the firewall and the floorboard of RZRs can be a real issue. It doesn't take long Googling on the internet to see the horror pictures of people that have had trees and limbs go through as they're going around trail riding. We primarily ride on trails here, and we've run over several trees and things and had them knock up against the floor and wonder, is that one going to come through? So what we decided was to add McNasty firewall guards. So these are one-piece aluminum, and we had them powder-coated orange to match the RZR. These, once they're installed, nothing going through that. So I'm happy with this, and we'll show you how to get them installed. Now we're ready to install these. The way this goes in, we've got to wiggle it in here to where it fits on here inside this hole. So you can see there's actually just 6 screws. There's 2 here on this frame rail, 2 here, and then 2 on the bottom. There are a couple different ways that you can mount these. They supply these nutserts, but they take a special tool and you have to drill a fairly large hole in the frame. I'm not a big fan of that. Although I think that's a pretty cool solution. Not really what I'm going to do. They also have these small self-tappers, and although that's still putting a hole in the frame, it is a pretty tiny hole. And from what McNasty Customz says, they do a really good job of holding them in. And then the third option, they actually have slots already built into these, so you can go buy some hose clamps and use hose clamps to hold them on. I'm not that worried about putting these little small holes in the frame. There's little holes in the frame other places where Polaris has already done that. So that's what I'm going to do, is just use these self-tappers to hold it on. So first I'm going to try to fit it up in here. And it does take a little pushing and pulling. And it seems the best fit to me is right there, where I get this bottom level with this bottom frame rail. Alright, to start, I'm going to put a screw over here to hold it up. Alright, so we got that one in there. Truth be told, if it looked like we just zapped that right in there, that might have been a little bit of movie magic. So these little self-tappers, although they may work, there's, in my opinion, no way this is just zapping right in there. So I went ahead and brought an 1/8" drill bit out so that I could pre-drill the hole, and that worked great. So as soon as that was pre-drilled, then I was able to zap it right in there, no problem. So now I'm just going to do some final positioning. Okay, and that's that. I'm pretty happy with it. We're on the driver's side now. This is a little more complicated on this side, but not much. You can see when it goes in here where this part here is actually going to protect this reservoir. Now, I've seen some that don't already have the stock protector on them, and this one does on the XP Turbo, the 2018 at least. So what you have to do to start is take this front bolt out, and then we'll put this up in there and put the bolt back in. So we'll do that now. So we got this bolt out, and the way this works, you have to slide it in and behind our aftermarket mud flaps here. Sure, if this were stock it'd be easier. There we go. This actually just sits on the outside instead of wrapping around. So it kind of looks like you think you'd wrap around it because of the U shape here, but it doesn't. The bolt goes through we go. And that should hold it in place on that side. So I'm going to go ahead and just put the nut on the back side to temporarily hold this. And then according to the guy at McNasty, then we should be able to take a clamp down here on the bottom. And of course he used a little different one. I don't have the exact one he had. And then just hold this on the rail, frame rail on the bottom, like we did on the other side. There we go. So I might do a little bit of final repositioning here. Try to lift this up a little bit. Like that. We're now parallel there and parallel down here. So now it's a matter of tapping these holes and then running the self-tapping screws through those and tightening up this bolt. So I'm happy with that position. All right, that is all tight and then they're nice and solid. So I'll go ahead and put the wheels and tires back on and we're good to go. I did want to mention one thing. You do not have to take the tires off of either side to get these in. You'll have a little tighter workspace, but I just did it so you could see a little better in here. All right, so that's the driver's side done. We got these bolted in and I'm happy with them. So now we're ready to hit the trails. Be sure and check out our other videos. We've got a lot of upgrades we've done to this thing and we'll continue to do. Be sure and hit the like button and subscribe because that would help us out. Thanks so much.